Okay, can we talk about your client? So, can you describe your ideal relationship with a client?
So the best clients are, I always tell my clients who I can develop a rapport with, so that I can tell them this, are the clients who work their architects the hardest. Um, if they have a strong idea of what they want, that's often an advantage for doing that. I always say that to be a client anyway, you need a resource of money, you need a resource of time, and you need a resource of optimism. And I would say that those are the fundamental conditions that enable a client to assert their will and direction on a project and hand over the leadership, delegate the leadership properly to their architect. Because a good architect is going to take your idea of the brief and respond to it. First, to say, to challenge it, to ensure that it is what you want, to find out, to dig, to investigate what it is you want to ascertain that as best as possible. And sometimes that means that architects magically manage to expand the scope of their scheme, because the client actually, in talking to an architect to begin with, manages to unravel at that point. A bit like discussions with a psychotherapist, the very, very initial stages. You're unburdening yourself from things you may have been, keeping to yourself for 2, 3, 5 years or so. Who knows? We know at the moment, under these lockdown conditions, a lot of people forced to work at home have sat looking at their houses and thinking about projects that they've had on their minds, or thinking about actually how they would like to remain at home for chunks of their work life, and are coming to us to generate new projects because of those pressure, those kind of basic personal pressures. So I think that when you come to an architect to begin with, you don't have to be employing the most reputable, highest accoladed, cleverest, brightest professional that you can find, who's also the cheapest. You're not trying to find the perfect person. You want to find a person who you have a rapport with in the first meeting,